You know, as a pastor, I often meet people who think that because I'm a pastor, I have a closer relationship with Jesus. That I somehow, because I have the title pastor, have a more direct line to God, and that He listens to me more intently, or that God shows up when I show up. Recently, I was in Houston, Texas for a church planters conference, checking into my hotel. And the gentleman behind the desk that was helping me get my keys to my room knew I was there for a church planters conference, and we were making small talk, literally talking about the weather. And he was telling me how dry it was in Houston, how long it had been since it had rained, and it was so hot. So he asked me, he said, you're pretty tight with the man upstairs. Could you say a prayer for us so we could get some rain? And I said, sure, I'd be happy to do that. The next day, it rained all day long. I got back after the conference, and the guy at the counter was really eager to see me. He goes, thanks, man. And I was thinking, yeah, I'm really glad that I showed up to Houston so they could get some rain. How silly is that? To believe that somehow the professional, the one with pastor in front of his name, has a more direct access to God than the average person. I've had people ask me to share Jesus with a neighbor because I'm a pastor. I've had people ask me to pray for their meal before we eat in their own home. I've had people ask me to pray for friends and family who were hurting and somehow didn't believe that their prayers would be answered. What if we all understood that as individual followers of Jesus, we were the church, and that we had access to God right where we were? In Acts chapter 10, Peter says to this Roman centurion Cornelius, he says to him, now I understand and I see clearly that God has no favorites. That God does not show partiality or favoritism. So today I want to invite you to embrace the reality, to receive the truth that you are the church. And as we talk about this one church idea, that you would come to understand that you, because of your connection with Jesus, have direct access to Him for everything. That you have a legitimate connection with the man upstairs, the one who created everything, the creator of the universe. How will you respond to that truth today?